So I wanted to explain a little bit about why I'm making this video. I want to start out just by saying that I've been pretty gun friendly for a long time. I grew up kind of with a good amount of guns. At least my dad trained me and did things like that. I bought my first gun when I was 18. It was a 10-22, a Ruger 1022, and I've been carrying for about 8 years now. But the thing is, I basically, when I first started carrying, I started with the smallest gun I could find. I started carrying a Ruger LCP, chambered in .380, and I would carry that in my pocket almost every single day. Then I traded that out and got a Glock 42, which I've enjoyed, a little bit bigger, but enough to where I wasn't necessarily comfortable, or I didn't want to just put it in my pocket anymore. Just with having to dedicate a pocket to a gun and not have anything else in it, keys, phone, whatever, that just was getting annoying. So I've been getting to experiment with different holsters over the years, but carrying, for me, I only carry about maybe 100 to 150 days a year. And just with the world the way that it is, it seems like there's been an increasing thing in the back of my brain just saying, like, if I want to be a responsible gun owner and somebody that is committed to carrying a pistol, number one, I should probably carry a gun that has more than 6 rounds. Number two, I wanted to carry something every single day. And so I did a lot of research with different guys on YouTube, you know, whether it be Demo Ranch or Tactical Toolbox. I've been watching Tactical Toolbox a lot recently, but I decided maybe that Appendix Carry would maybe be the thing that I wanted to try. So obviously today's day one. So I'm obviously kind of new. I mean, I really enjoy researching and trying to figure out what's the best method and things like that. And so hopefully when I make videos in the future, you guys can have faith that whatever I'm doing, I've researched a little bit, and I'm trying to learn from other people on YouTube and other people in the gun community. But I want to follow my own conscience and basically just say, what is the best for me? What is the best for my family? And even, as you can tell, I'm kind of a little bit of a bigger guy. I'm not super thin. So the way that I carry might look a little different than the way other people carry. I do like a 4 o'clock carry, and I've done that a lot in the past. And so I'm experimenting with the Appendix Carry. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to record in a couple hours, basically when I get home, what I'm currently carrying and the way I have it situated and the things that I've looked for as I begin this process. So thanks. So we're about 4 hours in to Appendix Carry for today. I definitely feel it. It's never disappeared, especially my mag. My mag is kind of poking into me. I'm actually wondering if an extended mag with a little bigger butt plate might be a little bit nicer. For me so far, actually sitting has been more comfortable, which has been weird, but I sit a lot at my job. I'm actually going back to my office right now. So, so far so good, but I will give you another update later. All right, well, so far so good. I will note that using the restroom is different and something to get used to. I'm not going to explain that. I'm just going to let you use your imagination. So whether number one, number two, adjustments will be made. So update. Alrighty, it is about 2:10 in the afternoon. I just got home from a late lunch, and while I was at my house, I made an adjustment to my holster because my mag, I'm going to show you what I have. So this is my holster. I'm carrying a sidecar holster. Here we go. It is called DeSantis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is my sidecar holster. I have a Glock 19. It is loaded, so I'm going to put it back in. It's a Gen 5 Glock 19. and an extra mag with hollow points both. So when I'm wearing this, this point has been digging into me a little bit. And so I thought if I moved, this was here earlier, so I was like, well, if I drop it a little bit, you know, drop the mag a little bit, maybe it would be more comfy. So all I did, this one was on the third hole right here. This one was here. I actually just moved this screw down to the third notch, and I will tell you, it made an incredible difference in the negative. It was so uncomfortable riding back on the way over here that I am absolutely going to move it back up. In fact, I'm going to start playing with these throughout the day if I have time. I'm for sure going to put it back up and maybe even put it higher just to see the difference, because I didn't actually think that one screw notch would make that big of a difference in my holster. So that's the deal. All right, so I just got off work. I'm back at my house. It's my house. And I've adjusted my holster maybe 4 times throughout the day, trying to adjust those 3 holes on either side of the holster up and down. Oddly enough, I'm actually back at the beginning. I'm back where I was at the very beginning of the morning. And it just seems to be the most comfortable for me. I will say, and maybe this is the best piece of advice for you guys, each position was completely different, which is very weird to me. I did not expect that. Like, I thought, well, I don't know. I guess I just thought that it really wouldn't make that big of a difference which hole everything was in. But man, when you change those screws around, it is completely different feeling. And there was one time where I switched it, put it back on, and I was like, this is horrible, and just switched it again really quickly. So I'm going to go help my grandfather for a little while, so I'm going to continue to wear it, and I'm planning to wear it until I take it off at night. So that's my goal here. So that's my update for now. Thanks. Alrighty, the first day of Appendix Carry is complete. And I wanted to basically just say what I learned today. Number one, I actually think there's something to be said about carrying an expensive holster. I do think that this is okay for the money. It's like 35 bucks, 39 bucks or something like that on Amazon. And so that was good. I definitely see, like, I was looking at some videos earlier on some of the other holsters, like the T-Rex sidecar and some other sidecars and things like that, and could definitely tell why they design things a certain way. But for a $35 holster, I think this does okay. I am probably going to go ahead and invest in a more expensive holster. Maybe I'll give a video on that. So number one, I actually probably am going to get a different holster. I do like Appendix Carry though. Number two, I have this Next belt. It's a ratcheting belt that has a little lever on top so that you can pull the lever and pull it out, and then whenever you want, you just cinch it back. It's very firm and very safe. It's actually very comfy, and this belt, even though it looks kind of big, this is not noticeable. It's very comfy, so I'm actually very surprised. I also don't know why you would not have an adjustable belt carrying Appendix, because I have another leather belt, but I just don't see why you would not want a adjustable belt carrying Appendix. So number two. Other than that, back on this holster, these little adjustments make a huge difference, like I've already said. So I could definitely see why, even if a sidecar holster that's more expensive looks almost exactly the same, that it would be the very slight adjustments that would make the biggest difference. So we'll see. Also, Glock OEM mags versus the Magpul. The butt plate of the mag is quite a bit thicker. Let's see if I can do this. As you can tell, and so if you're going to conceal carry and you care about that, this sticks into you a little bit more. So there's that. So that's my first day in appendix carry. I hope that this is educational in the slightest, and I know I'm not the most entertaining man in the world, but I just thought I hadn't seen, like, I've seen guys that have done a lot of videos on like their years of experience, and just thought maybe it'd be good to do a video of a guy that has never carried appendix, and just what is my honest review of a day with appendix carry. And so that's my video. I probably will continue to appendix carry and probably just get a better holster. I think that's maybe the, that's my thing that I learned today. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Have a good night. God bless.